Introduce you to two newcomers, okay? They made history last night. Their stories are inspiring and hopeful. I want you to meet Democrat from Illinois, Delia Ramirez, who became the first Latina elected to Congress from the Midwest, and Shri Thanedar, who made history becoming the first Indian American elected to Congress in Michigan. I just wanted to introduce you guys to the audience, and I really hope once you get in there and get your feet underneath you, you come back on the show and we talk about the issues and what you're learning. But I really believe diversity is our strength, and you guys have such amazing stories. I just wanted to give a little bit of it to the audience. Delia, you believed that this was never going to happen for you. You didn't know that your dreams were going to take you through high school, let alone to Congress. What made the biggest difference in your life?
That's right. That's right. Can you hear me okay?
Very well.
Look, I struggled in high school, as many young women do. I had trauma that I had not gotten help for. And if you would have told me my sophomore year that I would be running for Congress, I'd think you're crazy. And I'd also ask you, are Latinas allowed to go there? I didn't know one Latina, someone that looked like me, certainly not from Illinois, that would be representing me in a place such as Congress. And yet today I'm here as a daughter of immigrants, about to make history as the first Latina in the entire Midwest.
What made the biggest difference in your life that put you on the path that you're on now?
Look, I've been in public service since I was very, very young. My parents told me, look, we may not have a lot, but we are going to teach you values of integrity, of community, and of service. Started volunteering at a shelter at the age of 17. And every single moment, even in the midst of my struggle, people believed in me and expected me to lead, even when I didn't think I could. I think that really made a difference. I'm also part of a coalition of other young progressives here in the state of Illinois who have been working together collectively, bringing a legislative agenda and actually delivering back to people. All of that, I think, has created a combination of this moment for me to now represent our community in Congress.
You know what made life hard for your family, and you've seen what's made life hard for other families. You share that with fellow winner last night, Shri Thanedar. And Shri, you had a very hard time coming up. You just made history. Chris. First time since the 1950s that Detroit won't have an African-American representative in Congress, but there are new kinds of diversity in our country, and everybody's got to count and everybody has to have input. And you say that your story, the problems that your family faced, the hardship, the distress, the emotional, the psychological, the financial pain, you believe resonated with voters and made you who you are. How so?
Yeah, absolutely. Wherever I go, Chris, people would say, you slept in your car because you couldn't afford an apartment. And, you struggled financially. So people knew my story of an immigrant who came to this country 24 years when I was 24, just to lift my family out of poverty. And that was my only way to come to US to help my family. And I used to get back then $300 a month, and I would take $75 of that, send it home so my mother could put food on the table. And I'm probably the most unlikely person to be the next congressman from the city of Detroit, but the voters saw in my story my struggles, and then me achieving American dream, running businesses, creating jobs. And when I looked around, I saw that in Detroit, that American dream is not accessible to many people. Racism, not having economic opportunities. And then I felt that my family is doing good, my business is doing good. And so I sold my business, gave $1.5 million and distributed to all of my employees, then used some of my money to run for public office so I can serve and help others achieve their American dream.
Well, you have both been through tremendous struggles that I believe are just reflective of the beauty of the strength of the people in this country. And I look forward to seeing what you do with your mandate for service and what matters to you and what you bring to bear. And you will have a place on this show to make the case for what you believe in, and you will both be tested. But I congratulate you, and I wish you the best. Shri, Delia, the best to you and your families. God bless.
Thank you, Chris.
Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.